Hey everyone, it's Daniel Brother Brett Barris. This next video is going to be on BitLocker, routing, and our file share population. So let's get started. We're going to log into all of our VMs, Control Alt Insert. There we go. And all right, we're going to wait for the screen to flash to show that our VMware tools have loaded as usual. And what we're going to be doing is testing our share that we set up in the previous video. Okay, so give that a few moments. Go up here and I'm going to copy this as soon as I see that. Okay, there we go. There's our file share. Same thing here. And there we are. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to scroll up to the top here, click this PC on all three of our VMs. We're going to right click on our C drive and we're going to turn on BitLocker. Okay, encrypt used disk space only. Now if your workspace requires entire drive encryption, you can click that. That'll take a bit longer. Start encrypting. Okay, and this will save our recovery key in Active Directory because we set up those group policies. Okay, and one last one. There we go. Okay, and we'll come back when those are at completion. Okay, be right back. Okay, and we're back, and that's complete. So close when complete. Click close, close, and close. Now on MTT01, we have the additional drives. So I'm going to show you how to do one of these manually, and then the rest we'll do with the PowerShell script. So right click on here, click Turn on BitLocker. We're going to copy our password, use a password to unlock the drive, paste that, next, use space, start encrypting. Doesn't take long because there's nothing on that drive, and it's complete. Then we're going to right click again, click Manage BitLocker, and then we're going to turn on Auto Unlock. And what that will do is use the TPM module to unlock the drive so that we don't actually have to type in a password when we restart. Okay? Now to do this with PowerShell, I have this script here for E, F, and G. And I'm going to go down to line 46 and up to 35. It's going to use that same password. Okay, right click, open here as administrator. Now as you can see, there are no locks on these drives yet. And I'll show you how that's going to work. So what we'll do is we'll run through for each drive letter in drives. We're going to manage BDE, turn it on with a recovery password, wait, Windows style hidden, and used space, enable BitLocker auto unlock on the mount point of the drive letter. Okay, we'll wait 10 seconds so that it can pass through, and you'll see that here in a moment. I'll let you watch this. Doesn't take long. There it goes. Okay, E, F, and G, and then it's going to wait 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We'll click over here, and now you can see each drive has the lock on it. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll copy our restart command, go back over here, and restart. I'm going to wait for the reboot, and then we'll log in when it's back up. Okay, we're back, and we're going to log in. Here we go. Give that a moment. All right, and let's open up File Explorer. And there we go. Auto unlock is good. All right. Let's go up to DC01. We're going to click Start, Active Directory Users and Computers. We're going to go to Domain Controllers, right-click DC01, click Properties, click on the BitLocker Recovery tab, and you're going to see our recovery password down here. Okay? Let's do the same thing with our other member servers. With GW01, you'll see our BitLocker recovery for that one drive, C drive, and then we should see the rest of our drives in this one. So 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So we have all of our recovery passwords stored in Active Directory. All right. And now we can close that. Let's go to GW01. And now we're going to set up routing and remote so that we can give internet access to the rest of our machines. You'll notice that we have access here because we have that secondary NAT. But on here and here you see the globe and the globe here. So let's go. We'll right click on the desktop, PowerShell 7, open as administrator. We're going to install that routing feature and then open up Server Manager. So I'm going to let this go through, give that a few moments to start, and once it starts, I'll come back when Server Manager is open. Okay, and we're back, and what we're going to do is we're going to go here and click the flag alert, open the Getting Started wizard, give that a moment. We're going to click Deploy both Direct Access and VPN Recommended, but only to get rid of that window. So click Cancel and OK, and close Server Manager. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go down to Start, Windows Administrative Tools, go down here to Routing and Remote Access, right click on it, pin to Start, and then click on and open it. Now here's a little trick. You're going to click on GW01, you're going to right click on it, and you're going to click Refresh first. And the reason why is there's a little error in routing and remote access. If you don't do that first and you just try to configure it, the NAT won't show up. Isn't that funny? So configure, next, there we go. And yeah, so these two wouldn't show up if you hadn't refreshed it. So very strange error, but we got to work around, so it's good. Finish. And there we are. Okay, we're going to close this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to fix our services for remote access and remote management services. Okay, so I'm going to go from 112 up to 103, and this is going to restart the machine as soon as it fixes those services. There we go. And this is a good way to do things. You want to restart the gateway first, wait until it's up and running, and then you want to restart your domain controller, and then any other service can be restarted right after that. And the reason why is the gateway, of course, controls the internet access. The domain controller is policy, so you want those machines to get their policy. Okay, so you can see we got this machine restarted, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to DC01, and I'm going to wait about 90 seconds, which is the timeout for the service timeout for remote access and remote management service. Okay, so we'll give that 90 seconds. We'll come back, we'll restart DC01, and once it's restarted, we'll restart MDT01. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. We're going to right click DC01, and we're going to restart guest power, restart guest. We're going to wait for that to restart, and then once it does, we'll restart MDT01. So give me a few moments, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and now we're going to restart MDT01. So power, restart guest, and I'll be back when that's done. Okay, and now we're back. So what we're going to do is we're going to verify that the network icons are now not globes. So there we go, and there we go. All right, now on all the VMs, we're going to log in. So we'll start with DC01, GW01, and MDT01. All right. We're going to wait for the network icon to show up in the taskbar. There it is. There it is. And there it is. Now if you move your mouse over that, you can see it says Internet Access. We have two. So one says Internet Access, no Internet Access. But it sure does. MDT, Internet Access. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to install for our new user, our ADM user, the Windows terminal that we installed originally. Okay, so we're going to copy from 160 up to 143. Okay, we're going to right click on Start and click on Windows PowerShell Admin. We're not going to use the Windows PowerShell 7 because for cross compatibility with other operating systems, it does not have the appx package commands. Okay, so we'll do that. Give that a moment. 2, 3, and good. Okay, same thing with these two. All right, and now what we'll do, we're going to click on Start. On Terminal, we'll right click, More, and pin to the taskbar, and we'll open that. Okay, do the same thing on GW01, right click, More, pin to the taskbar, and open it. And here we are, MDT01, right click, More, pin to taskbar, and open that there as well. All right. Now what we're going to do is going to maximize this by double clicking on the title bar and just closing the X here. Double click and double click. Okay. Now what we're going to do is going to make sure that when we start the terminal, it's always as administrator, so we don't have to worry about clicking run as administrator. Okay, so we'll go up here to DC01, click on settings on the drop down arrow there, click Windows PowerShell, run this profile as administrator, command prompt, run this as administrator, and PowerShell. Click save. Then we're going to go to GW01, do the same thing. Drop down arrow, settings, Windows PowerShell, command prompt, and PowerShell, and click save. Do the same thing with MDT01. Settings, Windows PowerShell, command prompt, PowerShell, and save. Now what we're going to do is when you paste in terminal, if you paste more than one line, it gives you a warning. It's called a multi-line paste warning. It just tells you, hey, you know, this is going to be more than one line, and it gives you a warning. We don't want that. We don't care about the warning of pasting multi-lines because we always like to paste multi-lines, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to click on here. We're going to click Open JSON File. Try an app on this PC. Notepad, open. I'm going to do the same thing on all three. Notepad, open. And DC01, Notepad, open. Now you can see schema and then the schema that it's talking about, which is right here. Okay, and after that, we're going to paste this line, which is multi-line paste warning false. So copy that from the point here to there. Okay, copy. And what we're going to do is underneath this line, I'm going to press enter, and I'm going to press spacebar 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to paste that with Control V. I'm going to save, and I'll close that. Do the same thing here. Click at the end, enter, 1, 2, 3, 4, Control V, save, close, and one more. Enter, 1, 2, 3, 4, Control V, paste, and save, close. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to close settings, and we're going to type exit on each of these. So close settings, exit, and close settings, exit. There we are. All right, and now we're going to just make sure that we have full internet access. So we're going to click on Edge, give that a moment, start without your data, confirm and continue without this data, confirm and start browsing, and click finish. And then you can see we have a internet ready to go. We'll try that on GW01, same thing. Start without your data, finish, there we are, and one more. Finish, and there we are. Okay, we're good to go. Let's go up to DC01. We're going to right click on our terminal, and we're going to click Command Prompt. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to sync our time with our time.google. So we're going to copy those two lines, paste it, and I'm just going to type exit and go. Okay, and then the next ones, we're going to copy this. It's going to sync the time with that domain controller. So right click terminal, click Command Prompt, paste. There we are. Command completed successfully. Same thing here. Right click, Command Prompt, paste, and good to go. We're on MDT01 here. What we're going to do now is we're going to populate our file share, the G drive share folder that we set up with the files from this MDT lab. Okay, so there we go. We're going to copy from 259 all the way up to 230, just like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click Start, Windows PowerShell ISE, More, and we're going to run that as administrator. Okay, I'm going to wait for my commands pane to show up over here. Good. I'm going to click View, Show Script pane, and up here, line 1, I'm going to Control V and paste that. Now I can press the F5 key on my keyboard, or I can just click on Run Script. So I'll just click Run Script right now, and you can see it starts copying. It gives us a percentage of how much it's copied, and I'll be back when that's complete. Okay. Okay, we're back, and that's completed. All right. So what we can do is we can close this, click No, close PowerShell ISE. Now what we'll do is we'll open File Explorer. First thing, we're going to do 7-zip here. So go down to G, Share, 7-zip, and double click, install, and close. Now what we're going to do is going to go back arrow to Notepad++, double click on that, OK, next, I agree, next, next, install, and finish. Under settings, we're going to go to preferences, backup, we're going to uncheck these two, which is down here. Now if you like dark mode, I have a preference there. Click on dark mode and close Notepad++. We'll click the back arrow, and the last one we're going to do here, we're going to install Orca from the Windows SDK. So double click on that, go to installers, give that a moment to load, then type OR and Orca should come right up. Double click and it's installed. And what you can do is you can go down here where it says DVD H drive, right click and eject, and we're good there. Okay, now we're going to remove the shared folders from each of these machines, the Z drive. So go up here to DC01, settings, options, shared folders. Click here, click remove, yes. Uncheck map as a network drive, click disabled, and OK. We're going to do the same thing with all three. Disabled, and our MDT01. There we are. Disabled and OK. Okay. Now we're going to open File Explorer. Make sure that our Z drive is gone. If it isn't, if you notice that it's still there, you can re-log out and log back in, and you'll see that it'll remove that. Okay. That does happen sometimes. I've seen it. All right. So what we're going to do is, as I've said before, you always want to restart GW01 first at its login screen, then restart DC01, and then MDT01. Okay, so let's do that. So GW01, right click, power, restart guest. Okay, I'll come back when that's at the logon screen. Okay, we're back, and let's restart DC01. There we go. And we'll come back when that's ready as well. Okay, and last one. And restart guest. Okay. And that should be good to go for that video. I'll see you in the next one.